Man, this just went down. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese going at it. More so, Angel Reese going at Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese tried to rattle Caitlin Clark after that hard foul late in the third, but all she did was light a fire. What came next? Clark flipped the switch and unleashed a triple-double clinic that tore the sky apart in front of the whole country.
My goodness gracious. Destroyed the sky in front of a sold-out 17+ thousand. Fouled Angel Reese. Angel Reese loses her mind, tries to fight Caitlin Clark. It's glorious. The season is back. It is on. A triple-double in the first game back.
When the final buzzer sounded at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the scoreboard said it all. 93-58, Fever on top. Angel Reese walked off the court on the wrong end of a 35-point demolition, while Caitlin Clark made WNBA history yet again on opening night. If that was her plan to shake Clark, it backfired in the worst possible way. Instant regret, but does she deserve it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it.
Too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese. Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. And afterwards,
everything shifted with what seemed like just another play in the third quarter. Indiana was already cruising with a double-digit lead, firing on all cylinders. That's when Angel Reese muscled her way into the paint, grabbing an offensive board, only after giving Natasha Howard a blatant shove to get position.
You guys didn't see, right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys. She turns to the refs, she's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. Caitlin Clark runs over and fouls her hard, and Angel Reese falls to the ground.
Caitlin Clark saw a fast break forming and made a split-second decision to stop Angel Reese from grabbing an easy bucket. She reached in, making contact with Reese's upper body, knocking her to the floor. At first, it was called a common foul, something you see countless times in any WNBA game. But then the officials huddled up and went to the monitor. That's when the energy inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse completely shifted. After a lengthy review, the refs upgraded the call to a flagrant one. The crowd instantly erupted in boos. Fever fans weren't having it. They felt their star was being unfairly singled out. Clark, however, stayed calm through it all. Later, when asked about the moment, she brushed it off with class, saying it was just a smart foul to stop a play, with no bad intentions behind it.
Basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. And what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard. And that is exactly what it looked like to me. She went for the ball. She went across her body. Now Angel got tied up in it and she did fall down.
Reese's reaction painted a very different picture. The moment the flagrant was announced, she stormed toward Clark, frustration written all over her face. Her body language said it all. Tense shoulders, clenched jaw, eyes locked in. This wasn't just about a whistle. Reese was sending a clear message. She wasn't backing down from Indiana's biggest star.
Angel Reese gets up, Aaliyah Boston shoves her, gives her a little stiffy. Hey, don't come at Caitlin. But look at her, Angel Reese upset. Oh my gosh. Hey man, this was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed. Look at her, she was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out. What's going on?
Crew Chief Roy Gobayan later defended the flagrant call in the pool report, explaining that it wasn't a legitimate basketball play and involved unnecessary contact, but what followed said everything about who the Fever are becoming. Aaliyah Boston didn't hesitate. She stepped in between Clark and Reese, putting herself directly in the middle to shield her teammate. That act of protection earned Boston a technical foul, but it also revealed something deeper. This Fever squad rides together, no matter what.
I thought Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were cool, but I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. Ooh. I mean, she was getting after it, fam. Oh my goodness. Now, the funny thing was Caitlin Clark sniffing, walking away. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good angle. Oh yeah, look. Watch Caitlin Clark's face right here. Watch this.
over on the Chicago Sky bench, chaos broke out. Players jumped to their feet, coaches clapped, hoping that the heated moment with Clark might finally tilt the game in their favor. The energy spiked as they sensed a chance to shift the momentum. But what unfolded in those next few seconds told you everything you needed to know. Caitlin Clark kept her cool, completely unfazed by the drama. No reaction, no trash talk, just laser focus. Meanwhile, Angel Reese looked intent on sending a message, trying to rattle Clark both physically and mentally. But while one was chasing headlines, the other had her eyes locked on the scoreboard, and that misread by Reese in the Sky, it backfired big time. Instead of breaking Clark's rhythm, they lit a fire under her. What followed was 15 minutes of absolute dominance. That confrontation didn't shake Clark, it unleashed her.
She came away with 20 points, 4 blocks, that's a career high for her, 2 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Like, who are you, Caitlin Clark?
If Angel Reese thought she could shake Caitlin Clark, what followed must have felt like a living nightmare. That face-off didn't faze Clark, it ignited her. Rather than fold under the pressure, Clark flipped the switch and took her game to another dimension. On the very next possession after the flagrant, she calmly brought the ball up, called for a screen, and pulled up for a cold-blooded 3 that sent Gainbridge Fieldhouse into chaos. It was her way of saying loud and clear,
Hey, look, one thing about this Indiana Fever team, you better come correct, man. Because if you try to do anything to anybody, look over your shoulder, man. Look over your shoulder, because somebody is coming with some get back. They are taking up for each other. Even Stephanie White got hot.
I don't fold, I fire back. With the home crowd roaring behind her, Caitlin Clark took complete control of the game. She ran Indiana's offense like a maestro, whipping no-look passes through tight windows, slicing into the paint to collapse defenders, then dishing it out to wide-open teammates. When Chicago gave her space, she made them pay with step-back threes that sent the arena into a frenzy. But it wasn't just the scoring. Clark was everywhere. She was pulling down boards over bigger players, swatting shots at the rim, jumping passing lanes, and setting her teammates up with dimes that looked effortless. Clark was putting on a clinic, and her stat sheet showed it.
Caitlin Clark is back with revenge and not taking any mess. You understand me? Trip dub Caitlin Clark for the first game. Oh my gosh. A blowout win? Ridiculous.
The noise inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse kept rising with every spectacular play from Clark. Each bucket, every defensive stop, and all those relentless hustle moments fired up the crowd, turning the arena into a thunderous fortress. The charged atmosphere became an overwhelming home court advantage, gradually draining the energy from the Chicago Sky as the game went on.
But man, Angel Reese, pissed. I mean, there's some type of vendetta. There's some type of vendetta. You're not this mad off of a hard foul, fam. You're not this mad, all right? There's something more going on, you know, that's not meeting the eye right now. That's how I feel. There's no way you're this mad off of a hard foul. Maybe you get up and be like, hey, all right, now that was a little much. That was a little bit too much.
Clip meanwhile, Reese's posture reflected mounting frustration. Her shoulders drooped after missed attempts, and her eyes flicked toward the bench, searching for solutions that never appeared. The bold confidence she showed earlier had vanished, replaced by the uneasy truth that her challenge had sparked a fire within Clark and the Fever.
Like, she wanna fight, look at her. Angel Reese pulling the jersey up and everything. She's like, forget basketball. She cussing at her. Oh my gosh. This was nuts. This was a crazy moment in the game.
By the time the fourth quarter rolled around, it was obvious Clark wasn't just dominating her personal duel, she was rewriting WNBA history. When she grabbed her 10th rebound, the arena scoreboard proudly announced the milestone, a triple-double. Clark's final numbers, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, along with 4 blocks and 2 steals, marked the very first 2010-10 stat line ever recorded in a WNBA season opener. In just her sophomore season, returning after a 7-month break, she answered the challenge by making history.
What a game, folks. This was crazy. Caitlin Clark recorded the first triple-double in a season opener in WNBA history, but are you surprised? Because I'm not.
Clip as Clark's historic night unfolded, the cameras frequently captured Reese's growing look of defeat. pure, instant regret. The player who tried to assert dominance through intimidation was now powerless, forced to watch Clark take control in every aspect of the game. While the spotlight was on the Clark-Reese showdown, an even bigger story was unfolding. The entire Fever squad was methodically tearing apart the Chicago Sky. That confrontation didn't just ignite Clark, it unleashed the full power of the Indiana team, turning them into an unstoppable force that the Sky simply couldn't handle.
Well, it is a final against the Chicago Sky, and it was the worst nightmare that the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese could have possibly imagined. Angel Reese, boy, she's ate up with class, is she not?
Clip Aaliyah Boston, maybe fueled by the technical foul she picked up while standing up for Clark, came out absolutely unstoppable. She put on a dominant display with 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Boston took complete control of the paint on both offense and defense, rejecting every attempt the Sky made at the rim while scoring effortlessly against a defense that looked lost. Her physical presence was undeniable. Reese and Chicago's other bigs simply couldn't make their mark inside, with Boston ruling the key.
Leah Boston, 13 rebounds, 19 points. Natasha Howard, 15 points. Aaliyah Boston had 5, including 3 in a row. One of them was on Angel Reese. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses 2-point shot. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses layup. I mean, we're right back to where we were last season. I told you guys not a lot was going to change.
Natasha Howard's debut with the Fever perfectly highlighted why Indiana brought her on board this offseason. The season forward put up 15 points, displaying the calm and confidence of a true champion. Her shooting threats stretched the defense, opening up lanes for
Caitlin Clark doing a little bit of everything. Look at this right here. Coming down the court,
Spinning.
Natasha Howard's cutting under the rim right there with the little finger roll lay-in. Beautiful, beautiful work right there.
The surprise standout came from Lexi Hull, who almost recorded a double-double off the bench with 9 points and 9 rebounds. Once viewed mainly as a situational player, Hull was everywhere, diving after loose balls, knocking down corner threes, and snatching boards that seemed destined for taller opponents. Her relentless energy ignited crucial runs, turning a solid lead into a complete blowout.
Clark in transition. Clark, oh, what a look. And Hull lays it in.
Chicago's offensive performance was painfully disappointing to watch. The Sky shot a dreadful 29.1% from the field and an even worse 22.2% from beyond the arc. Open layups clanged off the rim, wide open threes missed badly, and players known for their shooting couldn't find the bottom of the net. Indiana's relentless defense turned Chicago's offense into a frustrating series of misses and air balls. Even the Sky's key weapons vanished. The highly touted 6'7" sophomore Camila Cardoso was held in check, finishing with just 4 points on 2 for 9 shooting. Veteran point guard Courtney Vandersloot struggled as well, turning the ball over 5 times and managing only 3 assists. Every crucial player the Sky relied on faltered when it mattered most.
The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory, and I have 3 words. Oh my God. Or now you know.
The Fever delivered a dominant team effort that led to the biggest season-opening victory in franchise history, a crushing 35-point blowout that left no question about who ruled the night. As the final buzzer sounded, the difference was crystal clear. Indiana was celebrating a landmark triumph, while Chicago was forced to confront the bitter truth that their plan to shake Clark had spectacularly failed. This wasn't just a win for the Fever, it was a bold declaration to the entire WNBA. They're not just a one-player team centered on Caitlin Clark, they're a fully loaded squad ready to take on anyone.
Angel Reese continuing to have to use Caitlin Clark to cash checks. I mean, let's be real here. Let's be honest. Because this game, this team right now is not close. Look at that, folks. That is a blowout. A drubbing, a smashing. I mean, it is absolutely insane.
The post-game reaction said it all, capturing exactly how this rivalry and this unforgettable night will be etched in WNBA history. As players took to the microphones and social media buzzed, the clear divide between the Fever and Sky camps was impossible to miss.
Caitlin and Aaliyah, can you kind of go through the little issue there, what happened when you got the flagrant. Aaliyah, you got a technical. What kind of happened there?
AB got the tech?
I know. Wait, what?
I got the tech?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
first of
no.
all,
I know.
let's not make it anything that it's not. It was just a good play on the basketball. I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching the initial whatever happened during the play and then whatever happened after.
Clark kept her post-game remarks calm and centered on the team's overall effort, choosing not to take any personal shots at Reese, even though she had every reason to. When asked about the confrontation, Clark simply stated, "I'm just playing basketball. That's what I'm here for." Instead of focusing on her own achievements or the intense moment, she shifted the spotlight to her teammates, praising Boston's defensive mastery and the impact of the bench players.
We watch a lot of basketball, it's a take foul to put them at the free throw line or rather give up 2 points. You know, I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So, yes, it wasn't anything like that. And I went for the ball, and that's clear as day in the replay. You watch it. You know, it shouldn't have been upgraded. But, again, that's up to the ref's discretion. But I appreciate AB having my back, I guess. I don't even know what she did. I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, girl.
Have fun paying that fine.
Can I get half? Can you send me?
I got it.
Oh,
Don't
perfect.
I wonder if you could.
Reese's short, dismissive reply, "Basketball play, refs got it right, move on," spoke volumes about her effort to minimize the incident. Yet her body language revealed even more: crossed arms, barely meeting the interviewer's gaze, clearly eager to get out of there fast. The player who usually radiates energy and passion in interviews was suddenly at a loss for words.
Can you take us through the flagrant foul from your perspective? Just what you saw in that play, how you interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
Social media blew up with memes and reactions spotlighting the wide margin, Clark's record-breaking performance, and Reese's failed intimidation attempt. The clip showing Reese confronting Clark right after the flagrant foul, immediately followed by Clark draining a three-pointer on the next play, went viral almost instantly. One standout post cleverly paired Reese's bold move with the final scoreboard and Clark's historic stats, captioned simply, "Actions have consequences."
Get comfortable. I mean, this is a great first win, but we have 43 more games to go. And so for us, it's just about making sure that we lock in, we rewatch the game, look at what we need to work on, get in the gym, and continue to work.
The WNBA's marketing team couldn't have hoped for a more perfect narrative. Early ratings showed the game pulled in the highest opening night audience in league history, proving this rivalry is exactly the kind of story the WNBA needs to fuel its rising popularity. Fans and media alike quickly embraced the Clark-Reese showdown as the most captivating storyline in women's basketball. With Clark decisively taking round one, both on the court and in public opinion, what began as Angel Reese's attempt to intimidate Caitlin Clark ended with Clark making history, the fever overpowering the sky, and a rivalry that's only just heating up.
It's one. A lot more to come. Shout out our fans. Absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love to all my teammates. We appreciate you. More to come.
When Angel Reese challenged Caitlin Clark after that third quarter foul, she didn't just trigger a historic triple-double performance, she also sealed her place on the less flattering side of WNBA lore. What was meant to intimidate ended up fueling Clark's rise into the unstoppable superstar Reese never wanted to face. As the 2025 season gets underway, this 35-point blowout stands as both a warning to anyone thinking of trying the same and a promise to Fever fans everywhere. If you attempt to shake Caitlin Clark, you're only inviting instant regret. The scoreboard tells the story, 93-58. Game, set, match to Clark and the Fever. What do you think? Does Reese deserve that outcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Tap the video on your screen, and we'll catch you in the next one.